Hello, YouTubers. You are watching The Rant, and well, tonight is kind of a special night for me, for sure. I have gotten 102 followers on Twitter, and that's just awesome. It's like extremely, extremely amazing. You know, I'm really excited. I was supposed to be having a couple people on here, but I don't know where they're at, so I'm gonna start without them. Whatever. Um, so yeah, I am The Rant. I rant about stuff. If you like what you see, subscribe. If not, I don't really care. Yeah, so I got 102 followers on Twitter. That is absolutely amazing. The numbers have skyrocketed out of nowhere for me, and I really, really hope it keeps going the same way. It all it's crazy because last year, 2018, like seriously, 2018, it was like back in October, maybe somewhere around there. Yeah, like back in October, I had like friggin' 10 subscribers at that point. Like seriously, last October I had like friggin' 10 subscribers, okay? And then, I started talking to the Fandom Collective. It was Black Angus that reached out first. He messaged me on Twitter and stuff, and then he was just, you want to do a live stream? And I was like, hell yeah. I've never done one, but why the hell not? And it just took off from there. I talked to him, Sith Kryptonian, Rookie Critic. I'm pretty sure it was Particle Legion that night as well, aka General Katarn. Um, pretty crazy. Like I don't know. Like it was definitely a crazy experience, and I absolutely loved it. And I'm really happy I'm getting to talk to a whole bunch of cool people and stuff, and just doing all of this is really, really fun, and getting to entertain people. The fact that a lot of you people think that I'm funny and stuff and all of that, that really, really, like, it's awesome. Every single like and retweet and follower and subscriber, every last one of y'all push me to do more, and that's exactly what's going to be coming this year. I mean, as you saw, I dropped out that that little animation, the rant animations. Yeah, that will be coming soon. I want to make sure I get better with it. Got a new program software for it and everything, so that will be coming. I'm going to be trying to do some skits, not a whole bunch, but do a little bit of skits. Still come out with regular content, the reviews and all that, the regular rants. So yeah. And I want to bring back another series. I'm gonna keep that one down. Hey, I have ATDAWN in here now. How you doing, ATDAWN?
On Rant. I'm good, man. How are you doing?
I am doing amazing. I was just, telling the no viewers at the moment about how it's amazing having 102 followers all of a sudden.
Nice. Well, congrats on that, man. And thanks for the invite tonight. I definitely enjoy coming on with you. So I'm ready to have a good time.
Yeah, man, it's awesome having you. It's always awesome having you on. Like seriously.
Thank you. Let's get some. I'm going to throw that up on my Twitter right now that we're in there as well. I'm sure you got it on as well, but I'll throw it on mine.
Yeah, have nobody watch right now.
The
I
rookie
tried.
the rookie is actually on with world class bullshitters right now.
Yeah, I
That's
saw.
crazy.
He told me that. I was like, damn. But that's really good for him. Like seriously, like that's really awesome.
Oh yeah, for sure. I definitely wanted to jump on there for a bit and support him, definitely, because he's done that for us. He's awesome in our
Yeah.
community. Definitely
Oh yeah.
supportive. I'll tell you a story. I started mine last night, my first one, and I had a terrible time like setting up Google Hangouts. I did the research, I read it, I thought I knew what I was doing, but I totally messed it up. So.
Dude, same happened here, man. Like I did the same exact thing. I read and all that, and I've had nothing but problems with even with doing Google Hangouts. It's like, whoa, what the hell's going on?
Yeah, exactly. I had it set up like people could only hear me. Like I was in a hangout with Cub, and we eventually got the rookie in, and people could only hear me because I started the hangout before we went live. I didn't know that was a thing. I don't know.
Ah.
So, what about you? What are you up to tonight, man? What's going on? What are you ranting about tonight? What do we got?
Well, I wanted to rant a little bit about the Power Rangers movie and if we're gonna get a sequel or not.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you a fan of Power Rangers?
I am, but I have not seen the entire. I haven't not seen the entire thing of the new movie, so I'm not the guy to ask. I am a fan of the series, though,
Oh
and
man.
I would
Okay.
love to see a second movie. I
Well,
want to give the new one a full try, but I'm up for a sequel. I heard it was pretty good. What did you think?
honestly, like from what they told us, they completely delivered. I mean, they said, cut this off from the show. You know what I mean? Like it's not the show at all.
Yep.
And they said it was all about character building, and we definitely got a lot of that. You know what I mean? I'll always complain about it too. Barely got to see them in their actual suits and in the Zords and all that, but
Yeah,
you
I think
know,
we talked about this before in a previous room, and you had mentioned that they were barely in the Zords, but what we got was worth it.
yeah, honestly, I feel like it was worth it because it built them up. You know what I mean? It's just I would tweak a few little things. Like I would have had Tommy Oliver in there a lot earlier. You know what I mean?
Okay. Yep.
Like I would have told like the first episode of Power Rangers that, and then like episode maybe 1 and 2 of the Evil Green Ranger.
Yep.
Like, you know what I mean?
Exactly.
Like I was so mad. Like I don't want to ruin it for you. You know what I mean? That's the problem. I
Gotcha.
don't want to ruin it for you. I want you to be able to watch it and be surprised and stuff. But how far did you get into the movie?
Uh, Pretty much halfway through. I saw like the school scenes, but I didn't see any of like the suit stuff, to be honest.
Did you get to see Alpha or Zordon in the command center and all that?
No, I didn't reach that far either.
Oh, really?
No.
Oh man. I I can tell you this: Alpha 5. I wish they made him taller, and then he
Okay.
would have been cooler. And Zordon, I liked what they did with him. I liked what they did with him, and I mean, you can't really go wrong with Billy Cranston, right? So
Yeah, exactly.
he's awesome. He's awesome.
That's awesome.
Like at first, with the movie, I was really like, apprehensive of it. I was just like, what the hell? First it was like with the cast. I was like, okay, first of all, Billy's not black. We have an Asian Zach, whatever the hell Trini and Kimberly are. Like I can't even, nationalize them. And then we have Jason, who looks like a Nazi now because he has blonde hair and blue eyes, like I was just like, he's not Italian. You know what I'm saying?
Well, they definitely changed it a bit, that's for sure.
Yeah, I mean, I was like so freaking thrown off by that. Like it blew my mind at first. I was just like, this can't happen, but you know what? It can because it's a separate entity. It's supposed to be anyway.
Hmm.
And then like when it came to the suits, I didn't really like the suits at first, but I had to bring myself back to what Haim Saban had said, and it's supposed to be alien armor. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? So the way it looks and stuff really does make sense. And people who still crap on the suits, it's like, yeah, go fuck off, but then go watch Iron Man instead. I mean,
Yeah, exactly,
I
right.
still watch the movie over and over. You know what I mean? Like I still watch that movie with my kids.
Yeah. Well, the suits are something that are so interchangeable because the Power Rangers show itself comes from like a long running Japanese show, and like the suits always change in that. But I guess people expected the one from the '90s TV series. They wanted those exact suits.
Yeah, that's exactly what it was. I mean, if they're gonna go as far as to name each character after the originals, then they would definitely have to give the original suits
Hmm.
from the U.S., the Americans,
Yeah, exactly.
Power Rangers. Because yeah, didn't you say it was like the '80s? In Japan it came out.
Yeah, like the '70s. I think it's been running since the '70s. Actually, it's been running for like 40 years. It's still going apparently.
Yeah,
I think it's called like Super Sentai or something. But yeah, I think.
yeah.
But we're
Sorry,
so
go ahead.
attached to that. We're so attached to that one. You're right. Like people wanted to see that exact like incarnation of the Power Ranger show, and it just couldn't be. They had to update it a bit.
Yeah, it's absolutely insane. I mean, just trying to keep like it all separate. Like, oh, it's not supposed to be all cheesy and campy and stuff. It's just like, okay, let's just step back and remember that this is different. I liked how the tone was too. You know what I mean? Like they could have like gave the kids a little bit more problems instead of just like a little bit of anger issues and
Yeah.
stuff like that. I mean, I don't want to give too much away. You know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
But I'm gonna be coming out with my own version of Power Rangers probably like months from now, and I'm definitely
What do
gonna
you
be.
mean, like a review?
Oh no, like I'm gonna like write my own and stuff like that.
Oh,
Like
nice. Like a
yeah,
fan? Nice. That's
yeah,
awesome.
yeah. I started doing like some little bit of animation. You know, like I'm working with the software now that's really awesome. So I'm
Oh,
hoping
wow.
in a few months from now. Yeah,
That's really awesome, man. I can't wait to see that. I'll
yeah.
definitely check that out.
Yeah, I'm definitely hoping to be able to have that out, like, a little bit down the road. But yeah, I can't, I have to say it, I'm excited.
Oh yeah, for sure. Definitely. That's definitely an amazing thing to work towards.
Yeah, I want to do that, and then a version of episode 7 too.
Oh, okay. Like a rework,
Yeah,
but
yeah,
in like an animated version?
yeah.
Oh man, that would be fantastic because we were talking about that last night on mine. Rookie was talking about I think someone else is also working in that. Jeff the Iron Wolf, they're working on like fan rewrites of the Force Awakens. So I'll check yours out as well, man. I can't wait
That's
for that.
awesome. Yeah, I'll be checking theirs out too. That's friggin' awesome.
Yeah,
See,
Rookie was going in depth about his like he's giving himself certain rules, like things he can't change and things he has to leave in. I'd be like, no, man, just wipe the slate, like just start fresh.
yeah, I had already written the story for my version of episode 7. Like I had put it on YouTube, like people could read it, and I'm thinking about taking it down just because. Um, but yeah, I kept like certain things in, like I kept Luke being gone, but my reason was because what was it? He got hurt in the fight with Snoke and Kylo Ren. You
Okay.
know what I mean? So I made it at least a tiny bit better than what we got.
Yeah, exactly. Like there was actually like a fight, not just what we got, as you said.
Yeah, like he's just okay. You know what? I can't do this anymore. I need to hang up my saber. I need to just put my glove on and go somewhere else, find a new home.
Yeah.
Essentially, he was somewhat like Odin in Thor Ragnarok. When you think about it, he was just at peace with doing what he was doing, which was
Yeah.
nothing.
Yeah, exactly. It's just like I'm done. I'm out. Like I'm retired. A retired Jedi.
It's like, you see how big my beard is? You see the gray in this beard? I'm done, man. I can't do it anymore.
But yeah, your take on it sounds awesome. Putting like animation to it, like an animated program, that'd be really good. Like I think people would really enjoy that.
Yeah, I'm gonna be trying, man. I'm working tirelessly on it. Like I had finally made ugly hands and ugly feet and an ugly head and face and all that, and I'm like so proud of it.
Nice.
So
That's awesome.
I'm gonna be trying to animate that soon and trying to get him to do something stupid and put that up so you guys can watch the progress.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh man. But yeah, the Power Rangers movie.
Yeah.
I honestly wish it made more money than it did too. I mean, if
Yeah, I
I could
didn't
have.
really see the box office. What was the box office of it? Let's take a look. Did you
Yeah,
did
I
you say
know
it
it
like
wasn't that much.
underperformed? Yeah,
Yeah, it didn't make a lot. It didn't make as much as it like it really should have. It's because people were disappointed with how because we got character building and not go Power Rangers.
yeah, exactly. That's what they wanted to see. They wanted to see like the goofs and like goofing around in the school with the what were their names? The two bully characters that
Oh, Bulk and Skull.
Bulk
Yeah,
and Skull. That's it, Bulk and Skull. Yeah, they wanted to see that. They wanted to see like them having fun in the school and then like running out and changing into their just like their skins and then getting into Zords. But yeah, like I'm looking at it now on a budget of 105, it only made 142. So that's not a very good number for something that was built up to be that big.
yeah, exactly. Like it's sad. It's a sad story, and it really breaks my heart. I absolutely love Power Rangers. Like I mean, I still watch it now, of course, because of my kids. But that's honestly just a damn excuse. I'm not gonna lie. I mean, like I like I'll say this. My son and I were watching Mighty Morphin Power Rangers, right?
Yeah.
And it got to the point where it was the Evil Green Ranger episodes, and he fell asleep. And I was just like, "I'm sorry, kid. You're taking your nap. I need to watch the Evil Green Ranger."
Yeah, exactly. Those episodes are awesome.
Yeah, my wife will come in and she's just like, "Are you watching Power Rangers?" Well, Donnie fell asleep. I mean, what do you want me to do? I can't control it. It's just how it goes, you know.
Exactly.
It's Power Rangers. Leave me alone. All right, let me ask you a question. What would you say like your top 5 Power Rangers seasons are?
Oh man, definitely the early on. I'm more familiar with the show from like the early on days before they started changing, like into the new suits and to the new series. So I
Yeah,
would say probably right from the beginning because I think the bad guys, definitely the not just like Goldar and Rita. I think like like the monsters. That's what I'm trying to say. The monster suits were a lot more inventive then. I think like because you had like Eye Guy, that sort of thing, and the guy with the like the stoplight on his head. Those were like
yeah,
awesome. I don't
yeah,
remember all the names. That's for sure.
yeah. They had really cool monsters. I mean, nowadays it's just like I can't even explain it. It's so terrible. Like I've watched the newest ones and like I
Yeah,
just watch it to see how far they've fallen, and they're getting really hard. Like they're falling really hard right now.
I've watched trailers. I've watched trailers from it. It's like if take another not away from Power Rangers for a second. Another I remember watching it wasn't this year, it was a couple of years back, but a more recent like Pokemon episode. And it was like they were having their battle in the gym and they were both saying, like, hey, good luck. Everybody's gonna win. And I'm like, what? Isn't it about it's like what's this like helping everybody? It's like you want to beat people sort of thing. But the same thing with the Power Rangers. From what I've seen in the trailers of the newer ones, it doesn't look like it's the same.
Yeah, it's not. You know, it's not like oh yeah, this guy's a bad guy. Like half the
Yeah,
time
that's
they're
like
trying to, oh, let's all just be friends. Can't we just be
yeah.
friends? You know,
Like
like I don't get it. I don't get it.
there's no adversaries anymore. There's no like I said, Rita, Goldar, that sort of thing. Like, those are the best parts of the original series. Watching those cuts when they would go to both of them, like planning on how they're going to ruin the Power Rangers plans, and then you get Alpha 5 and his I.
Oh man, yeah. Well, okay. Let me ask you a question. Did you always? When did you finally start realizing the scenes were different? Like, okay, this is the American footage and this is the Japanese footage.
Oh yeah, I didn't know that. I had no idea, to be honest with you. Like I knew something was up watching the show, probably like after the first couple seasons, but I thought it was just the way they were editing the show. Like, oh, this is interesting, sort of thing. But now,
Yeah,
oh, it was only a couple years ago that I learned about that that it was a Japanese show, and I was like, wow.
yeah. Same here, man. It was because like when the movie came out, that's when I learned about it too. I was like, oh, holy crap! It's Super Sentai. It's
Yeah,
based off of
man.
that. Like, yeah, like what was it in Super Sentai? The Yellow Ranger's actually a guy.
Oh wow, I didn't even know that.
Yeah, yeah. So it's funny because like when you see the Japanese footage, you can tell clearly. You know what I mean? And like I always love seeing the different changes. Like say they're in Billy's lab and there's a monster coming, like you can always tell the difference. You know what I mean? But they definitely stayed good though. They always kept like the same shots of like where they had Billy's lab for it. Like the Japanese footage. It was always like
Yeah.
the same warehouse. You can always tell because like I swear the same barrels are always in the background. Like you see the same exact gray barrels in the background.
Well, they did a good job of like duplicating it. That's for sure. Yeah, I'm just looking at it right now at the cast differences from like those seasons. Wow.
Yeah, it's absolutely insane. Like want to know something funny? Like watching a Comic Con or no, what was it, Morphicon, something like that.
Yeah.
Oh man, seeing them afterwards and stuff. Like it's crazy. You know, like they'll be at someone will ask them a question. It's just like, yeah, well, I was the Red Ranger, so I kind of had to be in danger. Like they're not all extra nice like you would think they're gonna be. Oh man. I gotta say, my favorite, all time favorite would definitely be Mighty Morphin Power Rangers.
Oh yeah,
Just hands down. I mean
definitely.
that's what introduced me to the Power Rangers in the first place. I mean, damn. I mean, did you see the morph? Like, have you have any idea what the morphers look like for what's it called? Ninja Steel. Yeah, that's the newest one. It's called Ninja Steel.
No, no.
Dude, it looks like one of those huge spotlight flashlights that they're holding up. You should try to look it up right now.
I'm looking at it right now. I'm looking it up right now. So what am I looking for?
They're morphers. They're morphers.
Okay. Oh yeah, yeah. I'm looking. No, thank you. No, thank you.
Now, right? The original morphers, at least, like you can kind of imagine. Okay, that's in your back pocket, but how the hell do you pull that thing out of your back pocket?
Right.
And then they have like a separate thing that they have to put inside of their morpher. Like I've seen the whole motion of it and everything. It looks absolutely horrendous. Like there's no way in a real battle that you would have the time to pull this huge clunky thing out and then be like power star and you go lock in.
Got it.
Like seriously, and then that's when they finally morph. Like it takes them like a whole 10 seconds to morph, man. And I don't get it. I don't get it. There's no way. Like even back then, you know, they had a shorter time to morph, so it was more believable. You know what I mean? But you give them longer times to morph, it's just like, how in the hell are you not getting hit right now? You know what I mean? Like
exactly. You have a cut scene of like the monster like looking at his watch or checking his phone, looking at his phone.
Seriously, you'll see like whatever like their versions of putty patrollers are, like they're over at a food truck.
Yeah, exactly. They're over at a food truck having a drink, and they're on Twitter or Facebook.
And then one of them's like, "Yeah, let's get a snow cone after this. They're taking way too long."
Are you ready? Yeah, we're ready. Okay, let's do this. And then they get knocked out in like 2 seconds.
Oh man, oh man. Who would you say like your favorite villain is?
Like of the villains or of the monsters? Of the villains, it was definitely Goldar.
Oh, Goldar?
Oh god, yeah. He was like the way they did him, like in terms of like the costume and the practical effects and like the animatronics of his mouth moving, without a doubt, and like his eyes, without a doubt. Rita was probably like the better actor, the person who played Rita, but I think the work they put into like developing the Goldar character, without a doubt.
Yeah.
How about you?
My all-time favorite would have to be Lord Zed, of course.
Oh yeah. That's a pretty good costume too. They did really well on like a lot of the makeup and the costumes.
Yeah, man. I mean, like when I first saw him, I was like, this freaking guy's got his brain exposed and all of his muscles. Like that's crazy, you know? I was just like, holy crap. This is nothing I've ever seen before. Like I've watched all kinds of horror movies at that age. Like trust me, I was just like, I've never seen someone's brain exposed constantly and their actual muscles. Like they have no skin on their body.
Exactly.
Like, it's supposed to be a kid's show. Like
exactly.
Wow.
That's what I was gonna say. That's pretty far for a kid's show. Like I could imagine like younger kids that were watching and might actually be afraid of like the original season of like Rita and Goldar. But as soon as they introduced Zed, it's like, oh yeah, this is a whole nother level.
Yeah, man. It was awesome when Zed came, you know. Friggin' what was it? The putties even gotten stronger. Like they legit got stronger. That was absolutely awesome. You know, like and then you know, the monsters got stronger. And then you had Goldar switch loyalties from Rita to Zed.
Yep.
That was funny. That was funny. Oh man.
And then we get the did we get the White Ranger in that series too? Like when Zed showed up?
Yeah. He lost his Green Ranger powers after like however many episodes, and then he gained them back, all to lose them again to have to do Power Rangers Zeo.
Yeah.
Oh man. Yeah, it's
that
funny.
that was definitely my favorite Zord though, like the Green Ranger Zord, like underwater.
Oh yeah, the Dragon Zord.
Yeah, definitely my favorite.
Man. Yeah, I always loved when he had to call it out, the flute and all that.
Exactly, he had the flute out, and then like the Zord would always come out from behind the rocks. Like it'd be that one, the cutscene used over and over again.
Yeah, it was awesome. It was awesome. I mean, the Green Ranger himself was he was awesome. Like, who would you rather be, the Green or White Ranger?
Oh, the Green, without a doubt. The Green was way cooler.
Yeah, yeah, he
Way
was.
cooler.
I mean, as much as I love Sabbath, the White Ranger's sword that he can talk to,
Yep.
you know, and I love the White Tiger sword.
Oh yeah.
You know, it's just the Green Ranger, like he's so iconic. You know, that gold vest and shield and all that, like it's just he's too iconic.
Exactly. Exactly.
Like if we were to get the Green Ranger in the sequel for the Power Rangers movie,
We bet. Well, we would have to.
I really hope that we do because if we don't, then they're definitely not making any money this time for sure.
No, no, they're gonna have to come back. They're gonna have to bring it back to the fans and definitely make it more of like a fan-friendly film to try to get people to come in. Because there's no way they could go right to the White Ranger. There just isn't.
Yeah, they honestly could have had it more like Guardians of the Galaxy kind of, you know,
Yep.
like because you know they do a little bit of character building in that, you know. I
Oh,
mean,
they do exactly, but it's a
they,
lot more like lighthearted and comedy, and that's like like we were talking about earlier, like the Mighty Morphin Power Rangers. Part of that show was the lightheartedness and the comedy.
yeah, like they said they wanted to be more gritty about it, but you know they weren't gritty enough, and it's honestly because you know they were stuck between, well, do we want to make this for more like adults or for children?
So they didn't go all the way. So they wanted it to be gritty, but they didn't take it all the way.
Yeah, exactly. Like, you know, like I'll tell you this, the most grittiest thing about the movie is probably Rita's actually killing people.
Oh, okay. I
And
like from what I've seen
yeah,
of her, I
yeah.
like her costume. It's not I like the her scepter and stuff like that. And the CG I've seen around her in terms of her powers looks pretty good.
Yeah, they didn't use her powers a whole lot. That's one thing that bothers me. Like they
Oh
used her
no?
powers to do like really simple things, you know?
Okay.
Like I was hoping she'd, you know, like be actually making a monster. We didn't get any monsters. We only got the Putty Patrol and their version of Goldar.
Oh, that's right there. That's I can understand why fans were disappointed because that's the major reason why I loved it. I love those costumes they made of the in the Mighty Morphin Power Rangers, and then as they got on to the next series of just people dressed up as the monsters. I love that stuff.
Yeah, the monsters were so much fun. Like
Oh yeah,
they're always like so crazy and like
yeah.
just oh man.
Well, yeah, it was always the same thing every episode, and we ate it up. It was like the Rangers would get in their Zord, and they would combine, and they'd get in a fight, and they'd be getting their butts kicked, they'd be getting their asses kicked, and they'd have to call either the Green Ranger or the White Ranger, and then he would come and help.
Yeah.
It would always be the same explosions too, like boom, and then they fall down, and oh, here we go.
Oh man, yeah. I always loved how it was they'll be in the command center and it's oh, view the viewing globe. And they'll see the monster, you know, wreaking havoc, and you can clearly see that they're in Japan because you can see like Japanese riding off to the side at the bus stop or something.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh man, it's
But
like
they could go anywhere. They had Zords. They could go all around the world.
I mean, not even just the Zords; they could teleport too.
Oh yes, yep.
Well, that's another thing that got me bad. They didn't teleport in the movie. I was just
Oh,
like, what? Yeah, they took that out. Maybe they'll save it for the sequel. You know, that's what I'm hoping for.
hopefully.
That would be actually pretty cool if they like, you know, kept that for the sequel, you know. You really should check it out because it's actually pretty good for how they did it. Like it really is. I
I
honestly
definitely
really
will.
enjoyed it. Oh, I forgot to tell you. I didn't get to tell you. I watched that clown movie. I figured out what the
Oh
name.
yeah,
Terrifier.
Terrifier. That's it. What did you
Yes.
think?
It wasn't that bad. It was that I love the clown. Like the
Oh,
clown.
the clown was the best part. That's for
Yes.
sure. And
Yes. He
I
was
like
so
the fact that oh yeah he was without a doubt the best, and they used so many practical effects in the kills as well. It was a little like too far fetched near the end, like when they're sawing the one girl in half. I'm like, okay, this is a bit much.
Yeah, I was like, there's no way he's getting through all that bone with that saw. Like, come on now. Unless he, but wait, no, he turned out to be like some type of demon at the end. So it
Yeah,
does make somewhat sense if he would have like extra strength or something.
yeah, exactly.
Like, I thought that was crazy that he turned out to be a demon, you know, like, you know, with the part when they're at the morgue and stuff and the coroners, you know, opening up the
Yeah.
bag. I'm all like, this
Oh yeah, at
motherfucker's
the
gonna
end
die.
when they're like ordering like breakfast sandwiches or something.
Yeah,
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 yep.
that was crazy. And every victim that he ends it with, he eats their faces. I was just
Hmm.
like, what?
Yeah.
Oh man. Like when I saw him crouch down when the cops were like walking in, I was just like, oh, he's eating her. He is eating her right now.
I couldn't believe when I saw that on Netflix. I had a couple of friends show me that. I'm like, this is on Netflix?
Yeah, Netflix is crazy. It is. I watched another clown movie. It's called Clown. Came out in 2014. Have you seen that?
No, but I think I've heard. Yeah, I have heard of that one. I haven't seen it though. I am familiar with it. What did you think? Did you enjoy that one?
I enjoyed it quite a bit. I mean, it was a really crazy take on a clown movie. The guy found the suit and all that. He puts it on for his kid's birthday, and for some reason, the suit won't come off.
Oh wow.
He went to his wife about it. She's a nurse, so she had like those surgical like plier type things,
Yeah.
and tried to pull off his red nose. And when it came off, his nose like was bleeding and gushing
Oh,
blood. Yeah,
oh.
it's like that. Like he tried to even cut the suit off, and he ended up cutting himself instead.
Oh, that's the worst in a
Yeah,
horror movie. Like I could watch a horror movie with like the clown we were talking about, or any type of slasher where the villain or the guy, the monster is doing it and not be bothered by it. But as soon as it's like a person doing it to themselves or like a friend or a loved one doing it to another person and it goes like that, that just cringe that's cringe to me.
yeah, I get what you mean. I was just like, ugh. Because then right afterwards, she's like, well, why did you put glue on it? Like, why did you put adhesive on it? He's like, I didn't. You know, like she's completely doubting her husband that he put like adhesive on it. Like, what the hell kind of shit is that? You know what I mean? Like that was a little bit far fetched, but
Oh
what
yeah.
was it? The suit was actually I can't. Okay. Now I remember. Okay, the suit came from like this chest thing. So he like looked at the initials on the chest and tracked it to this costume place. And the guy that
Ah,
owns
okay.
that place, he used to actually wear the suit. And like it possesses you and it turns you literally into a demon that what was it? You eat children, one for every month of winter, and then like the suit will like come off on its own, pretty much.
Oh wow. So you have to earn freedom from the suit by doing
Yeah,
that. Oh wow.
yeah, it's an actual like demon. Like it gives like a crazy backstory and everything of what a clown really is. It's a creature that lives out in a cave, like a icy snowy cave, and that's why
Oh
like their
okay.
skin's pale and all that, and their nose
Yep.
is blistered. So yeah, like I was like, oh shit, that's a really cool take on a clown movie because trust me, like it gets crazy. You know what I mean? Like you actually see, like don't actually watch it, but like he's tearing these kids apart. Like let me tell you, like it
Oh
was
wow.
absolutely nuts. Yeah, like they're like at a Chuck E. Cheese type place, and there's kids up in the tubes. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, yeah. Yep.
Yeah, got like 3 or 4 kids in there, man. Like it was nuts. They had a ball pit. A kid like slid down into it. He's like, "Ugh, someone peed in here." And of course, like all you see is blood on his foot. And I was like, "Oh shit! Oh shit!"
No.
Like, dude, I thought that kid was gonna get eaten as soon as he landed in there. You know what I mean? That's what I was expecting. Oh man, like I was bugged out throughout that entire movie. You know what I mean? Like I felt so bad too, because at one point there was a kid that went up into the tubes looking for his younger brother, and he ended up
Okay.
getting eaten, but he found his younger brother and saved him. So I mean, I guess there is some good there, but you know, it sucks that both of them got eaten.
Oh
It
yeah. That
also,
sounds familiar to me. That sounds really familiar to me. Like the Chuck E. Cheese and then the tubes. I might have like I probably seen video of it. I know I haven't seen the entire movie, but that sounds really familiar.
yeah, I mean that Terrifier clown. Like that one's creepy, but apparently, my wife is like completely scared of clowns. But she will tell you that the Terrifier clown is not as scared as the clown movie that I'm talking about right now.
Oh
Like
God.
she's like more freaked out by that one, and it's pretty funny.
I know a lot of people are, that's for sure. I'm not myself personally, but I can understand that a lot of people are really freaked out by it.
Yeah, what scared me most during my life, I would have to say, is Leprechaun. You know, like, because I watched that when I was like really, really young.
Oh yeah, if you watch it like at that young of an age, totally understandable.
I was like 4 years old, and I'm like, yo, this dude's as small as me, and he's got magic. Like, I was like, at least with Jason, Michael, you know, even Freddy. I mean, all I
Yep.
have to do is stay awake with Freddy, or just, you know, wake myself up with fire. But, you
Yeah,
know, Michael and
exactly.
Jason, you can blow them up, and you'll be all set. But not Leprechaun. You need to have good luck, and I'm just like, I'm not freaking lucky.
Oh yeah, that first one is way more intense. By the time they got to like the third one and then outer space, and then when he's like in the hood, it was a little yeah. But that first
Oh,
one is legit. That first one is a legit horror movie.
it is. It really is. It's awesome. You know, he's actually, you know, going after his gold. And then the second
Yep.
one, he was looking for a wife.
Yeah.
I mean, you know,
And they
you could
changed the
tell
entire
Leprechaun
backstory. Yeah, exactly. There's no leprechaun women, and they changed the entire backstory they had already set out in the first one.
Yeah, I forgot about that. It's been so long since I've watched them. Oh man, I think I watched them like a couple years ago, like the first two. It's definitely been like a couple years.
Yeah, I've got the first three on DVD. I do not have space or either of the ones in the hood on DVD. I've seen them, but I haven't seen those ones in a long time.
Yeah, I honestly can't even say if I watched Back to the Hood. I
Yeah,
watched
back to the
In the
hood.
Hood. I watched In the Hood like once with my cousin Jake, and I was just like, dude, what did you make me do? Like, you know, by the end of the movie, I was just
Oh
like,
yeah, that
go outside
end.
and play basketball.
Yeah, exactly. That ending though.
Oh, horrific, horrific. Oh man, friggin'! And did you see the trailer for Leprechaun Returns or whatever it's called?
I did. Isn't that like a wrestler? Isn't that guy in WWE who's playing him?
I have no idea.
I'm
I
pretty
have
sure
no
it is. The
idea.
guy who's playing the leprechaun is a guy that's like in wrestling right now. I'm not sure if he's still in it, but I think he was like a couple of years back.
Oh, that's crazy.
I
You
think. I might be wrong about that. But yeah, I did see the trailer. I'm gonna go see it. I'll support it.
know-
Why not? I'll support any horror movie. I don't know about the Child's Play remake though. That one doesn't look
Oh man, I don't know all about that one either. Like, oh, like I want to be excited for it, but at the same time, I feel like I can't, you know,
yeah.
because it's like look what happened with the Predator. Did you see that?
Oh man, yeah, we were talking about that because you had put that review up, and then we were talking
Yeah,
about that the only good thing that came out of that movie was the fact that we all met. Like we wouldn't be talking here. It wasn't The Last Jedi because I met Angus and then the rookie, and then I met you through those guys. And that's why it's awesome that we're able to hear talking. That's the only good thing that came from that movie because I love that series just as much as you do. And that movie was total garbage.
it,
Garbage.
it was just it was more than a bomb. Like that shit was a nuke.
It's so I have a funny story about that because I took my little nephew to see the movie and he is a year or so too young to get into an 18A movie, like a restricted movie. And I'm like, I'm going to take you. This is going to be it because I was going to take him to Halloween later and I did. And I'm like, we're going to go. This is going to be your first one. It's going to be awesome. We're going to see a Predator movie in the theater. By the end, I apologized to him. I'm like, I'm sorry. This is your first one. I'm really sorry. Like, hopefully Halloween is better because this was not good.
Yeah, it was. I mean, I know Shane Black was the joking guy in the first one. He played Hawkins, I believe.
Yep.
Yeah, he may have told the jokes in that movie, but he didn't need to do the same for this one.
No, there were so many jokes and there were so many. Like, it wasn't just like all the constant comedy. Like they had a couple guys in the bus that were funny, but all the worst part to me was uh, when they're at the last scene and they're at the Predator ship and the Predator's using that computer to talk to them in English about like, hey, there's one among you that I want to have a face off with. And I'm like, really? Like, come on.
Yeah, that was yeah.
I watched a couple things after that. After watching a couple people's reviews of it, and I think I had heard that they had asked Schwarzenegger to come back to do that, and like Shane Black had reached out to him, and he like turned it down, and that's why they went like the comedy route. But what were your thoughts? We've seen your trailer, but what were your thoughts overall? What was your least favorite part, and what did you like about the movie?
I like that it had an ending and that it brought us together. My
That's
least favorite part is definitely when they're at the lab and they're all like, "Oh, we found human DNA in it," and she's like, "Oh, guys, you want to find out if someone fucking an alien?" Like
oh god.
that was like the dumbest joke, and I saw it coming too, so I was just like, "Please don't say it, please don't say it, please don't." No, you know
I
what I mean?
know,
Like,
I know. And
I couldn't.
they didn't even have him like properly strapped down. He woke up and he's like tearing people apart. I'm like, what?
Oh man, yeah. Ron
Like
Navy
you,
said WWE home swagile.
do we
What?
have somebody?
Yeah, we have
Oh,
someone.
Hornswoggle.
Ron
Yeah,
Navy.
Hornswoggle. That's what it is. He's given us the name of the guy who's playing it, and that's
Oh,
who it
okay.
is.
Thank you,
Hornswoggle.
Ron.
It's a character that is in the WWE. Thank you so much.
Thank you, man.
Thanks, thanks for coming in as well.
Yeah, nice to have you in the chat. Oh man,
Yeah, that's what
like
we were
that.
actually talking about last night. We were talking about movies that we're looking forward to in 2019. Do you have any?
Uh, Avengers.
Yep.
Spider-Man: Far From Home,
Yep.
and I would say Episode 9,
Oh
but it's
God.
just to see like how they end it and stuff like that, but I can't say it at the same time, like I don't know. I don't know. Like is it weird to sound like a teenager right now and be like, I just have so many mixed, confused feelings.
That's it. That's it.
Like,
I think because with Cub was on with me last night, and he put it best perfectly. It's the movies that we're least scared of. That's what we're looking forward to. The movie that we're least scared of. So
it's sad that to feel that way, right? Like
exactly, we should be able to be excited of what's coming up. We should be excited of the movie that's coming, not like which one is going to do the least mental damage to me.
well, definitely episode 8 did all the mental damage possible.
Oh
Like, oh
God.
man.
There's no way of coming out of it. I just don't see it. We were talking about it as that as well a bit. There's there's just no way of saving it to me.
Yeah, like these wounds are never ever going to heal. Like I still feel them every time I think about it. Like every time I think about episode 9, I start to hurt even more.
Yeah, exactly, exactly. Because we that's at one point we were talking about like how are they going to do it? Are they going to retcon Luke? Is Luke going to come back, or like all the Force Ghosts going to like Yoda and Obi-Wan and Anakin? Are they all going to come together to push him back into the universe? Like all far-fetched stuff, and it's just like no.
Yeah, oh man, if they were to really go that route, I'd probably get up and grab my wife and walk
I
out
would.
the
I would
picture.
walk out. That's apparently the joke. I think the Senate, like Sith and Salty Nerd and stuff like that, they have been joking around about doing that. That apparently is a fan rumor right now that something like that might happen. You're right. I'd be right with you. I'd be gone if they
That would
like
be awesome.
if they send him back to life. I'd be like, I'm done.
Seriously though, I mean, if
Rip
they're gonna be
Star
able to do
Wars.
that for him, they could have done that for a lot of other people.
Well, yeah, exactly. They could have sent each other back. They could have all gotten together. Hey, we need 3 old Jedis to send someone back through the portal or something.
Yeah, like I mean, it should be able to work either way too. So like once it gets down to like just Yoda or something, I mean he should be able to push himself over to the living side by himself. I mean, come on, it's Yoda.
And then everybody just lives. Everybody's back.
Exactly, and everybody can hold hands and sing "Kumbaya" by the bonfire. Kylo Ren will show up. Hey guys, I'm really sorry I killed Han Solo. Can,
Oh,
can I can I have a s'more?
oh God. Oh, oh, oh.
Oh man, that'd be so funny. Can I have a s'more? Oh
I
man.
don't think that's on my list of things I'm looking forward to. That's for sure. We were actually talking about there's a new He-Man movie coming out this year, a week before Star Wars. I didn't even know it was like happening.
Yeah, a new He-Man movie. As soon as you said that, I was like, wait, what the hell? Now I
Let's
got
think.
something else I gotta look up. Like,
Well,
what the
yeah,
hell?
exactly, exactly. And it's all. I looked it up, and it's on the schedule. It's a week between Jumanji 2 and Star Wars, so it's dead. Like, there's no way it's doing anything. Like, Jumanji 2
Yeah.
comes out, the following week is He-Man, and then Star Wars. Like, it is done.
I mean, yeah. I mean, Jumanji 1, that was actually pretty funny.
Oh yeah, but I
Like
think
that was
that'll
good.
make a lot of money. It's like the second one will definitely make a lot of money.
Oh yeah. I mean, the first one was awesome. I liked how they went about it. Like they upgraded it to a video game, but it was an old school looking video game. Like that was the best part, you know?
Yep,
Like they kept it older still. It would have been
exactly.
cool to see the
Like
board game, but
well,
the times are the times.
exactly. It was still like a retro version of it. They had to update it.
Yeah, it was definitely awesome. Like seeing it like on the screen and all that, and it's like, oh shit, they got characters now. Like that was really cool.
Oh yeah, it was great. Like it looked really good, and you can't go wrong with The Rock or Jack Black. They're gonna turn in good performances.
Oh man, my favorite movie, like my favorite performance from Jack Black, I'd have to say is Tropical Thunder.
Oh
No,
God,
Tropic Thunder, Tropic Thunder. Yeah,
yeah,
Tropic
yeah.
Thunder.
Oh God, that
These are my
movie.
jelly beans. These are my jelly beans.
Everybody in that movie is just crazy.
Oh man, I'm a dude disguised as another dude playing another dude.
Oh God, I love that. I
What do
haven't
you
seen that
mean?
movie in a couple of years, but I love that movie.
Oh yeah, man. My wife hates it, right? And like she'll go to the bathroom and I'll like put it on just because, and she'll like walk into it and she gives me the dirtiest look.
Oh
She's like,
God, yeah.
"You know I hate this movie," and I'm just like, "But they're my jelly beans." One day I'm gonna have like a big bowl of jelly beans waiting for it just to do it. Like seriously.
Oh, there's the Ron Navy is talking about Suicide Squad 2 that they got James
Oh
Gunn.
snap!
They got James Gunn writing it now, the guy who got fired from Guardians of the Galaxy. I
Oh
would
snap!
I don't
That's
know. I'm what do you think? Are you going to give Suicide Squad 2 a chance? What were your thoughts on Suicide Squad 1? I can't even get the words out.
oh man. Another movie that did absolutely horrible. I mean, the action was cool. I mean,
Yep.
that's the worst part these days. If like movies have action in it, that's usually the star of it all,
Yep.
you know? And then usually follows the comedy, and if there's a love interest, and I swear, they need to stop making hero movies, villain movies, just any action movies where there's a damn love interest because we don't need
Yeah.
like
We
we
don't
really don't.
You're hitting it right on, man. Right on. We don't need a love story in every superhero or action movie. We just don't need it.
Yeah, I mean, I've watched Twilight. Okay, if I want to watch a love story, I'll watch that because you know what, the action in that's not that bad either.
Exactly. And like Ron is saying in the chat, like James Gunn wrote Guardians of the Galaxy. That's a decent like love interest story. That's a side story to the actual plot and the action we're getting it. We don't need every story to have it. But yeah, Suicide Squad 1, oh, that was a huge disappointment for me.
Yeah, it really was. I mean, I always imagined Will Smith to play Icon if he
Yep.
were to be a DC character.
But
But
apparently he wanted that role really bad. He like wanted Bullseye so bad.
yeah, I don't know why he's not the
Or no, not
biggest.
Deadshot. Sorry, I'm mixing up Daredevil, Deadshot. Mixed it
Oh yeah,
up.
I just realized that. That's funny. I was like, wait, Bullseye. That's right.
That's Marvel.
That
Correct that.
is. That is.
But Will Smith to me was the highlight of that movie, along with Ben Affleck's cameo as Batman punching Harlequin in the face. I was like, whoa! I can't believe.
Hey man, Batman. If Batman had to, come on.
Yeah,
That
I
that
know.
that was like one of the most realist things
Yeah,
about
it was. It really
about it.
was.
I mean, the Joker's relationship with Harley Quinn was so fake. I
Oh
mean,
God.
the truest way they showed their relationship was when they crashed into the lake and his ass was already gone. Like,
Yep.
yo, Batman's here. I'm out. Like, you're on
I'm
your
gone.
own.
Yep.
Uh, because I never read the comics, but I've watched some YouTube videos where they read the comics to you pretty much,
Yep.
and this guy would straight just he'd beat the crap out of her and stuff. You know what I mean? And I mean crap, like that's not right. And they just here it's baby, I wanna rescue you. Like come on.
Exactly.
They're making another Bill and Ted movie. I'm
Yeah, they
sorry.
are. They
Oh
are. They are.
shit. Are you being serious? You're being
No,
serious
serious,
right
serious. They've been doing like the pre-planning, like the pre-production for a couple years, and I think it was like late last year that both people signed on. Keanu Reeves and the other guy,
now. Yeah.
Winter something. Bill, I can't remember his exact name, but
Oh,
they both
Alex
signed
Winter.
on. Alex Winter, yeah, they've
Yes,
both signed
yes.
on. They are doing it. This is the thing. It's going to happen.
Oh yes, I'm so excited.
I know.
I remember the first time I watched Bill and Ted. I was working out late. I was like in seventh grade or something like that. I was working out. I was gonna eat like a whole friggin' large pizza, and I go to Comedy Central, and all I hear is, "Dude, this is totally heinous." And I was just like, "Keanu Reeves, this young?" And I was like, "Wait, who's the other guy? Alex Winter." I was like, "Oh, from Lost Boys, hell
Yeah,
yeah!"
yeah.
I started watching it. I fell in love. I was just like, "Yo, these two
Oh
are
yeah.
fucking hilarious."
They really are. Both
Oh
movies
man,
are awesome. The first one is the best, but the second one's pretty good too. Those are two awesome
yeah.
movies.
Most Excellent Adventure and then Bogus Journey. I
Yep.
wonder what this one's gonna be called. Oh man,
Yeah.
oh man.
They haven't released a name for it yet, but I'm definitely going to check that out.
Like I love so many sayings from there. Like be excellent to each other and party on, dudes.
Exactly. Yeah. Bringing them all back for the history report in the first one, and then you've got like Station and Death in the second one. I think Death's like the best character in the second one by far.
Oh man, like I remember seeing an interview with them talking about it, but they haven't found the right script. But that was like a few years ago or something. Oh man, that's crazy.
Yeah,
That
but
is
apparently they've
crazy.
got a script in place, and it's ready to go.
Now that just made my night even better. Like wow, that is just wow. I'm like so like thrown off by that now. Like Bill and
I
Ted's gonna
know,
be
I
coming
know.
back. Holy
Well,
crap!
that was me last night as well because I like Keanu Reeves as well. And while we were talking, I was talking to Rookie last night. He brought up that their John Wick 3 is coming out this year. I'm like, what?
Wait, that's coming out this year?
Yeah, it's out this year.
Damn,
Yeah,
that's awesome.
I know, man.
I love the first one. The
Yeah.
first one's definitely the best for
Oh
me.
yeah, the first one's way better than the second, but still, I'll go see John Wick.
Hell yeah. Hold on. Hey Ron, would you like to get invited into the stream? All right, we'll wait for him to answer. And like it's just awesome. Keanu Reeves, like he's an awesome actor.
Oh
The
God, yeah.
Matrix.
Yep.
Just a lot of things he's done.
How about have you seen Point Break?
Have I seen Point Break? Of course
Yeah.
I have.
I know.
Point
I'm just
Break
asking.
is oh man,
You've
go
got
to
Keanu
guy
Reeves.
for rubbing.
You've got Keanu Reeves and Patrick Swayze in his prime. Like, oh my God. That movie's amazing. I'm
That
right
is
there with you,
awesome.
man.
Ron said they will be facing midlife crisis and have the time travel to save things again. That's awesome. Yeah, man, they
Oh
gotta
yeah.
save the future. I mean,
It's definitely gonna have to revolve around their kids. They'll probably have like kids and they'll have to go back. It'll be like kind of their twist on it, like a Back to the Future, but they'll be doing the time traveling.
oh, that'd be awesome. Yeah, like they have to kind of guide their kids or something.
Something like that. That would make sense to me. Like they're gonna do an updated version because Ron's right. They couldn't do like the same story, like where they're like just goofing. They're because they're midlife now, so they gotta be like more mature. They probably have some type of situation or responsibility.
Yeah, that's definitely. Oh man, I'm just so excited now.
Oh yeah, man. No matter what happens, I'll check that out. And looks like Ron wants to come in.
Yes, he does. I'm gonna try to find his Twitter right now. Damn it. I know I had it up somewhere. Where the hell did it go? Oh man. Friggin' Bill and Ted 3. Wow. That is just that's something else. Like seriously, to be able to see them older is gonna be so awesome. It really is.
Oh yeah.
Oh, it's taking forever to be able to find them. Here we go. So if you could be a part of either movie, like which one would you want to be a part of?
Which one of
For Bill and Ted.
like of the first two?
Yeah.
Oh wow, that's tough. The first one's got so many good things. Like I could be another historical figure if I was in the first one. I could probably be another historical figure, but I would have to say part two. I think I'd rather be part of part two. Be part of their band.
Oh man. Wild Stallions.
Wild Stallions.
And they could
Excellent.
not play at all, man. They could not play at all.
No.
Ron, what is your Twitter? I can't find you on here. I can't find you, man. Are we following each other? Hold on, let's see if I can. Wait a minute, wrong thing. See, I am having problems right now.
No problem. No problem at all. For
Oh man. I am so excited now. Like that really is amazing.
it really that's some really good news. Like no matter what happens, I think we'll get a good movie. It'll definitely be a good funny movie because you can't really mess up Bill and Ted's like, and it's not really like overly. It was never overly offensive. It was all like good tongue-in-cheek humor. So I don't think we're gonna have to worry about like the updated version being a bit more PC or anything. So I think we're gonna get a good movie.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, like you said, there shouldn't be any type of way to mess up Bill and Ted. I mean, like you said, their humor is just so there's no offending anyone. You know that they're just they're them. You know, like you just
Exactly.
love them. That's it.
Exactly.
You can't hate them.
No,
Like you just can't.
they're pretty likable characters. They don't say anything like overly offensive. So I think we're gonna get the same characters. It'd be a hard way, like really hard to change that.
Yeah, like it would be it'd be I don't even know what else to say. Like it would just be dumb if oh, Bill and Ted is so offensive.
Because they always say excellent. Oh, there's a right now the tentative title is Face the Music. That's what the tentative title. I'm not sure if they're going forward with that, but that's the most recent updated title is Face the Music.
Oh snap! So yeah, they're gonna try to find some type of way to just ruin it for everybody. Besmirch our beloved Bill and Ted.
We got
Yeah,
a
I'm using Hangouts, Ron. I'm gonna need your email then. Yeah, I sent it to your Twitter. Like I just tweeted it on your page. Oh man. All right, type in your email, Ron, and I'll send that over to you right away. Oh man, this is crazy. Finding out a lot of stuff. John Wick, like
Yep.
wow,
Yeah, I know
he
that
looks so sick.
to me, because we were scrolling through, we were each scrolling through websites, the top movies coming out, and mine didn't have that. He's like, and then he told me where to go, and I'm like, wow, man, I can't wait to see that because I was already hyped. Like to me, the number one movie I'm waiting to see is the new Godzilla movie. I love Godzilla movies, and I'm really excited about the new one coming out. But then he said John Wick, and I'm like, wow, like we could actually get a couple of good movies this year, not just have to talk about Episode 9 and the torture we're about to go through.
Yeah,
And Avengers,
yeah.
Avengers as well. Avengers is definitely in my top two I don't know though. With John Wick, that might be close to Avengers because I don't think we're gonna get the story in Avengers that we want to get, unfortunately.
Yeah, yeah. When Captain Marvel comes in, it's probably gonna be less fun.
Yep, unfortunately.
Yeah, like I honestly, I don't want to. I don't really want to see Captain Marvel because I saw this trailer where she straight says Brie Larson says, "I love playing Captain Marvel because she's completely capable of dealing with any problem that comes her way." So what does that tell you? Like just hearing that right off the bat.
That the superhero is never going to be in danger, and that's what makes superhero and action movies watchable and enjoyable because you want to see your hero in peril, and then they overcome it. You don't want to just be like, "Hey, like a Ray 2.0, like I'm just going to do everything."
Yeah, it makes no sense at all. Like, you know, it would be like Superman, having kryptonite near him, and he's just like, "Can you get that away from me? Like, it's making me a little bit itchy." Like
Yeah, exactly.
I'm having a mild allergy attack.
Yeah,
Can you get that
exactly.
away? It's more annoying, if
You're
anything.
you're it's really giving me a migraine. Like just like can you cut it out?
You want to know something I always wondered? How come Superman never went to Batman and said, "Hey, man, do you think you can like make up something so I can resist this? Like use kryptonite itself to make it like a medicine for me so I can be immune?"
Exactly, because like we got him making it was they played it up in Batman versus Superman when he made like the scepter with the kryptonite, but like the bat suit and stuff like that in what was the animated series I was in where they were older and he made like the bat suit and battled him and he had like the kryptonite gloves. Like you'd think he'd be able to do
Oh
the
man,
reverse.
yeah, yeah. I mean, him and Lucius Fox would definitely be able to figure it out.
Oh God, yeah, definitely.
Ron, you still there? He hasn't. He said use his email. I don't know what his email is.
He said use his email above, but I don't think he put it in the chat.
Yeah, I'm on his page right now. He doesn't have it up there either. Um, I don't know. Maybe he couldn't stay on.
I think he might be back in now. He said yes, he's here.
Oh man, yeah, I'm definitely getting a little bit sick here.
Oh no. Well, it's that season for sure, man.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. There's no snow on the ground, but it's nice and cold out.
Yeah, exactly. That's for sure. It's definitely cold. We have a bit of snow, a little bit, but not too much. Hopefully, not too much.
Did you have snow for your Christmas?
No, we didn't. It was actually pretty warm for Christmas. Very,
Really?
but
Yeah, same here.
it's been freezing lately, though. It's really gotten colder the last like week or so. There we go. He's got the email address up for us.
Yeah. Damn it! What is going on with this thing? It is not letting me do something I need to do. Here we go. And wait, what the hell? That's not what I wanted.
Oh, Google Hangouts. It's so like,
It's
well, not, I
so
wouldn't say,
freaking ridiculous.
yeah, yeah, that's what it is. It's not hard to use. It's just like so temperamental. I guess that would be a good word. Like sometimes it does stuff and then sometimes it doesn't.
Yeah, I'm getting so upset with it right now because I just copied it and pasted it, and it literally pasted it as at, like the word at
Oh,
instead.
oh God.
It's not letting me invite him. What the hell? Every time I type it in, it's not letting me press invite. That's a bit weird. Here we go. Invite.
Okay, there you go. Yeah, I was looking on mine to see if I had the option. I don't. I've got like the mod controls, but I don't have the invite option. There we go.
There it is.
Hey, Ron, welcome.
Hey, Rod.
What's going on, guys?
Chilling,
Yeah,
shooting
see,
shit.
I posted it in the first time. I forgot. If you don't have a wrench, it won't let you post links or anything in there. Only for moderators.
Oh, gotcha.
So for anybody to post their links or anything else, you have to make them a moderator. Give them the wrench.
Got it.
So that's why you guys didn't see it when I posted it the first time.
Oh man.
So yeah, we were on a live stream earlier, and then I noticed you guys were on live. I figured I'd come in and check you out. I wasn't. I was subbed to you, Rant, and I wasn't subbed to Don, but I got you in there.
Thank you so much.
Don.
I got you as well.
So yeah, we
back, right?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Good. So I always like to make sure that I do and stuff. I haven't gotten to check out your channel completely yet. I'm definitely going to tonight because we're doing one tomorrow with Flip, right?
Yeah, we are. Yeah, I'll be
nice.
on that one.
That's awesome. You guys are going tomorrow?
Yep.
Yeah, 2. I think it's East Coast, so it'll be 1 of my time. I think I'm
Nice.
Central.
Central Command.
Yeah. So yeah, it was me and Let's Talk Star Wars, Mike from Let's Talk Star Wars. He had a topic he wanted to go over, so we went live stream on my channel, and a little bit. I think we went close to 3 hours. This thing's going crazy. But Rob came in later on, everything Star Wars, and then Flip was on there from the start, and
nice.
Rookie came in for a little bit. He had just gotten home from work. He came in for a little bit.
Very nice.
And then Mr. Pete was in there for most of it.
That's awesome.
So, yeah. Basically, his question was, what everybody thought about Disney not living up to their word to George Lucas that they wouldn't mess with Star Wars. They'd stay true to his vision.
Mm-hmm.
And because now that Anakin's lightsaber is now referred to as Rey's lightsaber.
Oh god,
they switched it. So that was the big topic. And of course, when you do live streams, eventually it goes totally everywhere.
Yeah, it goes haywire.
So yeah, I surprised you guys got more people in here. I was like, came in, checked you out. I went to Twitter, tweeted it out, I shared it out, so I was hoping that we get more people.
Thank you.
I'm on my phone, so I can't see the chat. So, but
you
guys were
only
talking
2
about
people
movies,
watching.
and I'm like, I did a stream. I think it was a week ago. And Mike was on there, and from Let's Talk Star Wars, and it was movie sequels we had no idea were actually being made.
Oh, okay.
And I should have made that a 2-parter because there's so many freaking movies out there, and that's how I found out about James Gunn and the Suicide Squad 2 and the Bill and Ted's Venture.
Yep.
But there's a lot of sequels out there being made that people just don't know. And so, by the time we got through it, it was like 3 hours.
Oh, wow.
Or longer than
That's
that.
awesome.
It was over 3 hours. But
that is awesome.
Yeah, if you go to, I got all my information from idolator.com. And that's idolator.com. And you put in / they have here 7689880 / movie sequels. It'll bring the article right up.
Oh, nice.
Oh, all right.
Yeah.
We have Jedi Rider Gaming in the chat right now.
Jedi, what's going on, man?
It's like they're making a second Rocketeers.
Oh, wow.
Really?
Wow.
Yeah. They're making another 47 meters down the next chapter.
Oh my gosh. I didn't even watch that.
The Accountant 2.
Huh.
Oh,
It
here's
wasn't
one
that
you
bad.
guys. Here's one you guys will be surprised at. Coming to America 2.
What?
Yep.
Wait. Say that one more time. One more time, please.
Coming to America 2.
Oh fuck no! You're lying.
Are they
You
signed
gotta be
on?
lying.
Are both guys signed on to do that?
Supposedly he's going back to find a long lost son in I don't know how his son got over here. The first one ended, but yeah, he's out to find his son, his American son.
Oh
What
wow!
the hell? That's weird.
Let's see what other ones are out there that might get you. Passion of the Christ 2's coming out.
Oh, I never watched that one. I'm not religious, so
the Rocketeer is going to be actually a female is going to find the rocket pack, and so it'll be a female lead character on that one. Edge of Tomorrow 2, they're making that.
Oh, really? That was all right.
Yeah.
That was all right.
Gladiator
I like how the
2.
aliens were. Gladiator 2? Wow.
Yeah, I had heard that. I had heard that one. Gladiator
And they're not
2,
and they're not trying to bring back Maximus. You know, he died and all that. They're going with totally different characters. So, but it's Gladiator 2. So, of course, you guys.
Jedi Rider's our only viewer right now. You guys.
That's awesome, Jedi. Thanks for stopping by.
Yeah,
but yeah, I'm looking at
I'm
looking at articles for Coming to America 2 right now, Rant, and it's confirmed. Eddie Murphy is signed on, and Arsenio Hall as well. They're both coming back.
That is insane.
I know, right?
I'm gonna have to tell my brothers. They're gonna lose their shit. Like,
the Bill and Ted movie is going to be called Face the Music.
Yeah, we were talking about that just before you came on. Face the music.
Excuse
That's what
me?
I heard.
You said face the music? I'm offended. I'm offended.
You must join
I will not
with
face anything.
You must peacefully join with, and it peacefully coexist with the music.
Yeah. They're finally coming out with the second Top Gun.
Yeah, I knew that was coming.
Now one that I'm looking forward to is Zombieland 2.
Ooh, Zombieland 2. That was a really offbeat, but it was funny.
He's looking for that Twinkie.
We were talking about that.
He's hilarious.
We were actually talking about that last night on my stream, and the point I brought up is like it's been like, well, I guess Coming to America 2 is long enough, but that movie was really popular when it came out, Zombieland, and I think it was 2008 or 2009. You think they would have had the sequel out by now?
Yeah, but you know how things go. And then, of course, we know Hollywood's not that creative anymore. It's always reboots and rehashes of old shit.
Exactly. That's for sure.
So here's another one. Space Jam 2.
Oh, no way.
What?
Yep.
Who are they bringing in? Shaq? I think it's going to be Shaq.
No. Or LeBron?
It's LeBron.
There you go.
No way.
Yep.
No, I'm not seeing it. I am not seeing it. No.
I'm Googling that right now, Fran.
I can't. That's almost as bad as having Will Smith playing the friggin' genie for what was it? Yeah, I can't. Wow, I'm so like that really threw me off. I can't even. What?
Yeah.
What? Oh man, you got
Apparently,
me. Like, my head's like half spinning right now.
LeBron James is signed on to be the main character, and apparently Ray Allen is part of the casting. Like he's working on other cast members.
That's insane. Like I can't even right now. I can't even.
Let's see what else. Star Trek 4.
Oh, okay.
But no, I think that got canceled.
Miranda in the chat now, you guys.
Oh, okay. Hey, Miranda.
Nice. Hey, Tristan. What's going on,
RoboCop Returns.
Wait. Is this going to be off of the newest one, like the unspoken one, or the actual RoboCop?
Actual RoboCop from they're taking it back toward the original.
Nice.
Then they're doing another Riddick movie. It's called Ferocia.
Oh, like his homeland?
Yeah.
Oh shit, that's awesome. That is awesome. I'm gonna go to his homeland. I love the Riddick movies.
And we can't get enough of Die Hard. You're coming out with McClane. That's its title, McClane. And it's supposed to go back into his younger years.
Really?
Yeah, the younger version.
Who wants to explain to Tristan what RoboCop is? Well, no, she said, well, no, wait. Oh, no, she wants to know if it's a reboot, like an actual reboot.
Yeah, they're from what it says. Hold on a second. Let me.
Sorry, Tristan. My head's like kind of spinning from hearing about LeBron James being Space Jam.
Yeah, exactly.
This is what it says. It says it's been confirmed that RoboCop will be returning to theaters, although it will be making tweaks to the timeline. Although the remake wasn't as well received as well as the original film, it did well enough that it's given the go ahead for a sequel. RoboCop Returns is written by Ed Niemeyer and Michael Miner, the guys
who did the first
original.
one.
Yeah.
Yep.
This version has been ready for some time, as it was written directly after the first film. So this was the original, I guess, film, the sequel that was supposed to come out after the original one, but never got made.
Gotcha.
So, that's crazy.
Yeah.
That's so crazy. That's like one of the many Batman movies that never got made.
Yeah. Oh, you guys want to hear another old one?
What?
You'd be surprised. Beetlejuice 2.
Oh no!
No way! You're shitting me.
Beetlejuice.
No. Beetlejuice.
Yep.
Hell yeah, Beetlejuice.
Yeah. That's one. And then another one was Dr. Sleep.
Oh yeah, that is coming out for sure. That is the.
Yep. That's interesting. The Shining.
Yeah, because we've got the Pet Sematary remake coming out this year. Yep. But I heard that story last year about Dr. Sleep late last year. I think it's going to be interesting because The Shining, the movie, is such a departure from The Shining, the book. So I've read Dr. Sleep, the book. I don't know about if you guys have, but it's very close to what it would have been in like the Shining universe, not in the movies version. So I don't know how they're going to connect the two. It's definitely going to be an interesting take.
Yeah, I never read Dr. Sleep or seen the movie. I definitely want to check it out now.
It's what it is it's the kid from The Shining, and he's growing up, and he's a doctor working in this hospital, and he's looking after patients that have the shine. Like he's still got it, and there's other people that are being like influenced, or like there's other like spirits, that sort of thing. It's a really interesting. Oh,
that's crazy.
Oh yeah.
That sounds good.
Yeah.
You want to know what I want? Oh, wait, go ahead. Yeah, go ahead. Tell me another one.
Master and Commander 2. You guys remember the first one, Master and Commander?
Was that Cameron? No, Russell Crowe.
Yeah, that had Russell Crowe on it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now they're coming out with the second sequel to that. Yep.
Damn, that's crazy.
What's some other ones?
Do you have a Lost Boy?
No, there's no Lost Boy.
Oh wow! Oh. I would love a Lost Boy too.
But you know, how do you recreate the Corys? You know,
yeah,
you can't
true.
do that.
Well, we still have one of them
left.
Yeah, we have one of them. Left.
But the main Corey's gone, so he's got the second one. So kind of defeats
it's their sons now. It could be their sons, and we have Uncle Corey looking after both. After the main Corey got killed off in a vampire attack. I mean, that could be it. It's just it's terrible.
Some movies just don't need sequels, though. I mean, that movie, because it ruins the original a lot of times. I think that one's just fine the way it is. Just let it age and become, they never really needed to do a remake of Willy Wonka. That was fine the way it was. I hated Johnny Depp's version.
Oh yeah, I didn't even watch it. It was more like I felt like I was in like the kids were in danger being around him, like actual danger. Like he was gonna take them to his secret room. So yeah. Didn't feel right on that one.
Yeah.
Jedi Rider said he wants another Starship Troopers.
That would be
I'm with you on
interesting.
that one.
Oh yeah, it would be. I'd be in on that for sure. Give us an updated version of it.
Yeah, I love Starship Troopers.
Not a reboot.
We got the Hitman's Wife's Bodyguard coming out.
Huh. I've never seen that.
The Hitman's Wife?
Yeah.
That's going to have Ryan Reynolds and Samuel L. Jackson in it.
Gotcha.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
Okay.
I haven't actually seen that movie. I didn't see that one in the theater.
Another Bad Boys. This one's Bad Boys for Life.
That's right. I forgot all about that. I can't remember where I saw the thing for that, but yeah, that's crazy. That is crazy. Gonna have these two idiots back.
They're gonna make another 300 franchise.
300?
Yeah, another.
Oh,
They're gonna take it to a different area though. It's gonna be a different conflict. They're talking about either like the Revolutionary War, the Alamo, or even somewhere in ancient China. They haven't decided yet, but they're gonna make another one.
Oh, that's crazy.
Let's see what else. Murder on the Orient Express 2.
Oh no, I didn't see that.
But
I didn't see that remake.
That one's gonna happen on a boat, a river boat.
Going
up the Nile. No, I'm serious. They're going to be floating up the Nile.
But the whole story is based on a train, I thought.
That's the original one. Now they're switching it to the riverboat.
Oh, okay.
Now here's a good one that should be interesting: is District 10, the sequel to District 9.
Oh, okay.
Wait, wasn't District 9 that one where they had like that crazy huge spaceship that everyone was trying to get to?
Yeah, it was like quarantined.
Yeah, that movie was nuts. Yep. That was nuts. Yeah, that.
Yeah, and they left it open for a sequel, so District 10 makes sense.
Yeah. You know what movie I would love to see get a sequel? Also, The Covenant. Did you ever see that?
Covenant.
That name sounds familiar.
It's these kids are like in a private high school or whatever, and they all have like these powers, like those.
Oh
like,
yeah.
Yeah, I really like the concept of that. Yeah, I liked how the powers were and stuff like that. I really enjoyed that movie. It was pretty cool. Mm-hmm. And the fact that, the more you use your power, the more like it takes from you instead. So it's like, damn, how do you not use your power? Like you can pretty much do anything.
Let's see. Angel Has Fallen. That's one of the that's the third film in the Olympus Has Fallen franchise.
Oh snap! Those movies are always awesome. Hell yeah, let's do it.
That's coming out. World War Z 2 is coming out.
Finally.
Nice. Hey, Brant, Rookie is in the chat.
All right, I got you, Rookie.
Come in.
I'm on my way.
Then of course they're coming out with. They made them all at one time. Cameron made them all at one time. The Avatar 2 through 5.
Avatar
2 through 5.
Huh.
He did what Jackson did with Lords of the Rings. He made all the movies.
Yeah.
And then he'll just put them out spread them out with the release. Yeah. But he made them all at one time.
That's smart. That's really smart.
Yeah, I think that's smart. So
I never really watched Lord of the Rings. I watched The Hobbit. I love The Hobbit. I always fell asleep during Lord of the Rings for some reason. Like, I don't know. I can't. I guess I can't get myself to watch that movie. Well, those movies. I can watch The Hobbit for some reason. The Hobbit was pretty cool. I love the dragon. The dragon was so awesome in that movie.
Oh yeah.
Oh, Decimation of Smog.
Yeah, the Smog.
Yes, Smog. Like
it was funny because they made that movie. They called it The Decimation of Smog, but yet it only had Smog at the very end, and you didn't really get the decimation of Smog until the last movie.
Yep.
So I mean, the title was kind of a, I'd almost say like a clickbait type title.
Same here,
very true.
Same here for me, Tristan. I like the Hobbit movies better than Lord of the Rings. Oh man.
Yeah. Well, you know that you guys all know Toriel, right? She's on everybody's. I mean, she's like the super fan all over the place.
Exactly.
She's the big. That's what she goes, Toriel fan from The Hobbit. Yep.
Oh man. So if you guys could choose, right? What franchise would you want to like be a part of? Transformers, Lord of the Rings, or Star Wars?
If I had creative control or not creative control?
Oh, like you live in there.
Oh, you actually live in it? Live in that period?
Yeah.
I'd like to live in George Lucas's Star Wars, not Disney's.
Everybody says that for sure. It's always George Lucas era, not Disney.
Right, exactly. The only thing decent that Disney's done, I think, with that is Rogue One. My opinion. We always all chat about that Disney Star Wars shit.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah. Jedi Rider Gaming said he'd like to live in the Transformers universe, and so did Tristan.
And I would as well, Rant. That's where I would be.
Yeah. I was about to say, and so does that Don. Well, for me, I would definitely want to live in the Star Wars universe. I would want to live in between Revenge of the Sith and Hope.
Oh God, yeah. If I was in that part of it, but I wouldn't want to be included in the sequels. No way.
Yeah, I honestly feel like I could have a lot of fun being like a pirate and just constantly ripping off the Imperial fleet and stuff like that.
Oh yeah, to be a bounty hunter in the time between. That's why I'm tentatively hopeful for the Mandalorian, of who we're getting to play the Mandalorian. The time setting is going to be between that. It's like Return of the Jedi, like just after it. I think that's going to be really good. Like a good, like filthy bounty hunter, like really cutthroat.
Yeah,
I'd like to live in the if we're talking about time periods, the Old Republic.
Oh yeah,
Knights of the Old Republic. Because back when you had, before the Rule 2, when the Sith and the Jedi and they were just going at it, yeah, that would be the time period I'd want to be in.
Yeah, definitely like the best time period.
Mm-hmm.
Oh man, damn, it's starting to get late. I'm gonna have to close out this chat in like another 10-15 minutes or so. Sorry, guys.
No problem, man.
Yeah, no problem. Where you at?
Oh, I am in Mass, so it's already 12 over here.
Yep.
And I also have some other stuff scheduled that I have to do tonight.
Yeah.
And the rookie has arrived.
Florida,
now the fun can begin.
Oh, we have the rookie.
The rookie.
I just got off with bullshitters, man. Hell yeah.
Was watching.
You're all over the place tonight, Rook.
I know. Ever since I've been on my hiatus, I've been on so many streams.
There you go.
Yeah, you're not really on a hiatus, man. You're not really taking a hiatus.
I haven't done anything on my channel, but I've been on other people's channels.
There you go.
Well, I saw your tweet that you were on with Moist, and I'm like, whoa, I got to get on there and support. That's awesome.
Yeah, I would have definitely given more individual shout outs. But I did say that the rant is streaming right now, but I don't think anybody went over here. But I did a whole collective shout out.
Hey, I appreciate you coming on my live stream earlier there. It was fun having you.
Yeah, no problem, dude.
Oh, I didn't even see any other live streams that were going on today. I was constantly working on the animation stuff today. I'll have to check out your live stream then today.
Hell yeah! Oh yeah, the rant. By the way, some good news. So if we are going to do some Power Ranger streams every now and then, Jeff at World Class Bullshitter said if it's Mighty Morphin, he's up for talking.
Oh wow!
Hell yes, let's do this.
He said he stopped watching when Zeo started, but he loves talking about the old Power Rangers. So I said, if we're doing one sometime, I'll send him a link and invite him on.
All right, that sounds awesome. Wait 1 second, guys. See you, Tristan. Everybody say see you to Tristan.
See you, Tristan.
Tristan, person in your house or person in the chat?
Oh, in the chat.
Oh, cool.
Isn't it kind of funny that, it doesn't matter whether it's Star Wars or Power Rangers. Everybody wants to talk about the old Power Rangers, the old Transformers, the old.
Yeah, well, what about the new stuff we want?
Well, exactly. Yeah, exactly. But that's what we were talking about to start. The rant and I were talking about that's how we started off tonight's stream. We were talking about Power Rangers. We were talking about the movie, and then we got right to Mighty Morphin because that's what we wanted to talk about.
Right. Rookie, who's your favorite villain?
Throughout all of it, or like the Mighty Morphin area?
Mighty Morphin.
Kitty, shut up.
Hey, you let your cat talk.
I want to say Goldar, honestly. He's really, I don't know, he's always a goofball in a way, but like later on he became one, and like Zeo and stuff, but I liked the way he was, and he kind of had that rivalry with Tommy and Jason. Kind of like that.
Yeah, it was really awesome. Like how I really always loved how they had Goldar like really always want to prove that he's better than Jason and Tommy. That was always cool.
Well, that and all the other minions. He's like, don't send them, send me. Let me try again. I can beat them. It's like, you'll feel the wrath of Rita Revolta. Give it up, Rangers. You're going to be defeated again.
Oh, good. Yeah.
He's always giving his A game. Like, you never feel like he's got a cold. Like, he's always going. But then it's like compared to the other cast of the other villains, like he stands out the most. Even like Scorpina was cute, but there's nothing to her. But and then the other two, what were their names? Bobble and Goop. Like I don't even know their names. I don't know their names. Fez and like I don't know what were their names.
Fez.
I don't know their names.
Oh, Finster.
That's it.
They had Finster.
No Finster. No, the blue guys. The
little blue guys.
The blue guys. Damn. Yeah, that's right.
They were minions too.
They stopped showing them. They stopped showing them after like a little bit. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know, but I don't know. They're just funny little characters that I didn't really like, but I guess they're there because Japanese, I guess, and. I don't know. Yeah, I don't really remember any other villains. There was Rito, I guess. He was really more annoying, honestly.
Rito,
Zed's cool, but they really downplay him later, and he always sounds badass, but like as if he's picking up the trash, going, "I picked up the trash, I threw it away. Fear my power." And it's like, oh, okay, that's cute, but And like Rita, I do like, if you guys notice in the season, at some point they stop using all footage of Rita from the Japanese one and they switch it, but they have her in a face mask to like, oh, it's some magical stuff that makes you look younger. And then she's like, oh, do I look younger? Sure, yeah. She looks different actress switch. That was kind of cool. Little switch up. Yeah, and they had a lot of potential in that series, but then again, I never watched all the episodes. I think even on Netflix a while ago, I went through and I clicked on episodes that I think might be worth watching, which were usually like, okay, so they get a power up, and then the next episode is when they lose that power up or something. It's like skip 5 or 6 episodes, all the little ones, or like Tommy and Jason have a moment where they fight. I'm like, that might be interesting, so I'll click on it. So I could not watch the whole series, the whole 3 seasons, because there's too much filler type of junk, and I no, I can't. They go, whoa, oh no, they're going to get us. Ah, there's so many of those moments early on.
And you want to know something I never understood is how, like, when did you know when it was someone else's turn at the youth center? Because, like, you'll have Jason walk in and he's, like, teaching martial arts. But then you got Kimberly off to the side, like, doing gymnastics. And then you got Billy somewhere else working on computers.
Yep. That was their definition of character development. If they had a disabled kid, they would have had the whole stereotypes.
Oh, man. It was just always funny.
Yeah, but did you guys like the Alien Rangers? You guys remember them?
Yes and no. I mean,
they came in at the very end of the Mighty Morphin area.
Yeah. Yeah, they like, I like the fact that they had them coming and help and stuff like that, but for them to go as far as to be like, oh yeah, this is their season was kind of weird.
Well, it's only 10 episodes, so it's not really a season.
Yeah, but nowadays people pass it off as a season.
It wasn't. It was 10 episodes.
I know, right? It's terrible. Like, see how, like, let's rant about that real quick. The fact that you can have 7 episodes and yet that's a damn season. Like, how does that make sense? Like, and then your ass feels the need, like, oh yeah, well, we just did the 3rd episode, so we're gonna take like a 2-3 month break or something, yeah, and then we'll come back and give 1 more episode.
Yeah, on hiatus, in between 6 episodes, 3 hiatuses.
Like, seriously, they do that, and it's wow, okay. Like, you guys think you got it like that?
Yeah. But oh man. But I was gonna say, so like, do you have something, Ron? Go ahead.
No, I'm good.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say, so like with the Alien Rangers, I think the way they did it was kind of dumb, but again, they're using the Japanese footage, so I mean, everything we get is usually Japanese related for the most part, in most of the episodes. But I do like that they included them, because that made the whole Rangers stuff seem like a bigger universe. Because at first we're like, oh, it's just Earth, right? They're like, no, there's a whole other planet, and there's other planets that have them. So there's a bigger fight going on in the universe. Earth is just the last like full one that is currently under attack, that isn't fully under control yet. All the other ones are either under their control or almost going to be under their control soon. So I kind of like that aspect. And then throughout Zeo, the Alien Rangers come in quite often. Then after that, though, they really drop off, and they're seen briefly in space. But I would have liked them to make more appearances, at least mentions sometimes, or like if they ran into the Galaxy Rangers once or something, that would have been nice. But their inclusion was cool, but they should have done more with them. But we can't go back in time now, can we? So.
So what would you say is your favorite Power Ranger season?
Well, I watched all the way up until SPD, which I think that's a decent one to stop on, I would think. When did you guys stop? What was your guys' last seasons that you watched? Like, if you watched all the way through, to what season did you stop?
I will say, sadly, I'm still currently watching Power Rangers just to see how terrible it gets.
Oh, that's fine. No, that's fine. That's cool. That's cool.
Just the Mighty Morphin stuff here.
Okay.
And I vaguely remember the aliens, but I stopped just after Mighty Morphins.
Right.
Yeah, my favorite's definitely Mighty Morphin, of course. Like my favorite season. But yeah, the morphers they have these days, it is just, take some time to look up Power Rangers Ninja Steel, and you're gonna see how far Power Rangers has fell. Oh, you want to? Because you need to see what their morphers look like. Don checked it out, and he was dying.
Oh my God, rookie.
I don't want to. They already had sunglasses. They already had cell phones. I don't want to see what else they have. Like,
oh man, the friggin' sunglasses! Like, seriously, like, come on. They gave them sunglasses. Like, yeah, that's your power morpher sunglasses.
What series was that? Jungle Fury? Shouldn't they have like sticks or leaves or something that morph? I don't know. Like,
honestly,
morph with the banana.
They should have had a claw instead. They should have had a claw. They were so friggin' worried about getting that claw tattoo. Like, they should have had claws.
Yeah, I guess.
Oh, man.
So favorite season. I enjoyed In Space immensely when I was growing up. I really liked that season. Galaxy also was really good. I feel like that one took a darkish turn from time to time, especially kicking it off with like a whole planet being turned to stone of people in it. Like that was kind of
Yeah.
freaky. I was like, damn, what if you got turned to stone? Like that's kind of freaky. And like having that huge bug creature and stuff after. I mean, and it felt like it flowed nicely because it felt like after In Space, like, oh, they got rid of most of the evil in the galaxy. And then it felt like, this guy might not have been evil or whatever. He's just a scorpion thing and like spider or whatever. And it's like, okay, this could work. This is fine. And they're exploring the galaxy, so I think that was pretty cool. SPD, I kind of like SPD also because they did some throwbacks to Time Force, but there's so many explosions in it and so many goofy things that don't work, and the sound effects are too in your face. Time Force, maybe Time Force. I really like that one. That one goes pretty deep because right away, like the first episode is like the Red Ranger's taking on the main bad guy already and trying to take him one on one, and then they capture him, they get him, and there's like oh, we're about to get married, and then they like kill him. As far as we know, he's dead. Anyway, they say he's dead, or that he's destroyed, whatever, same thing. The bad guy goes away with a whole bunch of prisoners to go to the past, and they gotta try to do it, even though they just got fired, and they're trying, and their powers don't work. So they do a lot of themes, and then they have the West character in the past, like go through a lot of development over the season, as well as like with him and Eric. Like Eric has great motivation to be a ranger. Like he makes himself become a ranger. He's not given it. It's not upon him. He takes his advantage to do it, and he has to fight for it. He's not just given it; he fights for it. So there's a lot of things in that whole season that goes. And the villain at the end, he hurts his daughter and like realizes that he does love, and there's a kid, a baby, and an infant, and holds it, and it's like, yeah, I guess I can love. I'm not not as horrible as I think. I'm not as evil as I think, and lets them take him, and then helps them out in the next season with the team up. So I think Time Force will be what I call my favorite.
Nice
Damn.
choice. All right,
I'm
guys.
old.
Jedi Rider Gaming is going to be leaving us. See you later, man.
He has died. No,
Good night.
No, I said he's gonna be leaving us, and I said see you later.
Whenever you're like, he's left us.
No, if I said I would have been sobbing. Jedi Rider Game. He left us. Gotta
Yeah.
sound really ugly. Gotta sound ugly.
Yes, so distraught. No, I actually forgot a few things on the Time Force thing. There's that one episode where that stupid blue alien. I mean, yes, I think it was a dumb episode, but I mean, where he doesn't really want to fight, and then everybody wants to kill him, and then like Trent, I think was his name, the green-haired one, was like, what, you hate all mutants? Why don't you kill me too, man? I look like a human, but I'm a mutant too. And it was like an early, was it 2005 or 2003 when they had Time Force? So before they got real preachy with that stuff in the modern day, it was like, oh, you don't have to hate everything that looks different from you. That's a cool little nod. Jen was like the first leader that wasn't the Red Ranger. Like technically Wes was the leader and he was the Red Ranger, but she led the team. She was the boss. She was the main one that did it. She had the most skills, and they applied a lot of her skills when she's not morphed. Like they show her with her like police skills and martial arts and whatnot, and they had a lot of fun episodes, I guess, like with the movie one when they're on the movie set and have that little adventure or something. They're kind of dumb little ones, but they're kind of funny. And with the time travel stuff, they try to make rules that somewhat make sense. And they're like, well, okay, now you guys are here and you're causing problems, and that's going to cause things to go to shit, which is pretty much what causes the whole season finale, is them being in the past. And all this time morphing stuff that keeps on affecting the time stuff. But for a freaking kids show, Power Ranger Japanese thing, this is really impressive. Compared to what they do now, where it's like a gooba gaba, and it's like, no, dude, this was cool. You can have it for kids and still have good ideas in it, even if it's done kind of corny. They had they had a villain that they had a monster come out that killed her ex-partner or something. He's like, "Oh, where's your partner, huh?" Or like mentions that he's dead or something now. He's like, "Oh, what you gonna do? He's not around no more." And she almost kills him, kills the monster. They're like, we capture, not kill. And she almost lost it there. And then she had one where her ex-partner comes back as a guy that escapes and tries to beat the shit out of her, and she gets the shit kicked out of her in that one with bruises and everything. Which nowadays, God, show a woman with a bruise on, my God, and just very, very good stuff. They had the one with the knight. And that stepped on the pizza a few times. I thought that was kind of a funny joke, but how Wes has to kind of fight a dragon, fight the knight, and get this ancient power to unlock his own armor abilities without it being too much of a easy power up. So there's a lot of good stuff in there, a lot of good episodes, and they have the whole Silver Guardians. It's like why don't police forces try to combat against the monsters that attack their towns? Well, this one did in Time Force. They have the Silver Guardians, and they show all the Time Force technology being used to help to be spread around instead of just be used by the Rangers. So I thought that was pretty cool too. And they tried to make their own tank to battle the monsters, which failed. But I mean, I liked the attempt. I'm like, God, why doesn't everybody else do it? There's like, the Rangers got it. No, fuck that.
Yeah, and the fact that they got their own the Quantum Ranger. That's what he was called. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I really thought that was cool.
Well, it's like their identities are kind of secret, but for the most part, everybody knows who they are in a way, basically, or they at least all know who the Red Ranger is and who the Quantum Ranger is. So, and the fact that they made the Sixth Ranger another Red Ranger instead of another Silver or Brown or something, like they made it another Red. I mean, I thought that was cool. He's like, I'm going to replace you, bitch. And he's like, no, my friends got me. So
seriously.
So yeah, I have a lot I could say about Time Force. So I'm going to say Time Force, definitely the favorite.
Nice. That's a good pick. I hear that a lot. Like either Lost Galaxy, Time Force, or Mighty Morphin.
Well, that, and again, I can add more to it because that goes into SPD. Like he was Sky's dad, and he got killed by one of the monsters, and that gives motivation. Like we know who Wes was, and then that's motivation for Sky trying to be the Red Ranger, and he's got his own things he's got to deal with as a Ranger, and it's like, I mean, and Wes in the end, he embodies the value of a Ranger, but he didn't at first, but he had to earn it too. He was a rich guy who was handed everything, so he had to work really hard to prove that he can actually be useful without his money, and in a way. And then in the end, when he's like, okay, yeah, friends, you're all going to help me, sure. Then he forces them to leave to fight on all the bad guys by himself with Eric, and then it's a buddy thing with him and Eric trying to defend the city when they can't. They know they can't win, but they're trying, and I like that. I don't know. There's a lot of cool moments. And then his dad, sacrifices or tries to sacrifice himself twice to save his kid. And then Eric, eventually tries to save him too. I mean, they almost had his dad die. They're like, yeah, your dad's gonna die. That's his destiny. And it's like, dude, what the? they did a lot of stuff with death and emotions and relationships in that little series, and they even said at the end of the season, they're like, yeah, I love you. They're like, I know, but they almost said a Han Solo Leia thing kind of toward the end.
Yeah.
That's about the only thing that was said that I can relate to. The Han Solo Leia. Everything else, I'm too old.
Yeah.
I won't show my age because I had no idea what the heck you guys were talking about.
You're never too old to watch Power Rangers, bro.
Yeah. It just blows my mind how long running the series is, the Japanese one and the American stuff. I was just reading about the new one that's coming out this year, Rant. They're taking another series. I guess Saban's handed it over to Hasbro's producing this one.
Yeah, Hasbro bought it sometime last year.
Yep.
Yeah, my error is back. He-Man, Captain Caveman, Voltron,
Thundercats.
Those were the things that I grew up watching.
Nice.
So it's like Power Rangers. I was already in the Navy. I never watched Power Rangers.
They didn't let you watch Power Rangers then? When you were in the Navy? They didn't let you watch Power Rangers when you were in the Navy?
No, I never watched Power Rangers.
That's awesome.
No, I don't blame you.
They should have let you watch Power Rangers.
See, I can see if I were older and I were to watch it for the first time, I don't think I could. I don't think I could really watch it. I mean, if I were babysitting a kid and they wanted it on, yeah, I could probably deal with it. But just if I were to have not seen it as a kid and then try to see it for the first time as an adult,
Yeah, because I
don't
think
know.
didn't it come out like originally in '93?
Yeah, I was born in '94, so I was a year behind it. Yep.
Yeah, and I was I was on my second duty station in the Navy when it came out. So
Yeah, you would never.
I was born when it came out. I was born in '93.
Jesus, I'm the old man in the room. I'm Yoda. Well, my icon works. I'm Yoda.
As long as you're not the Force Ghost Yoda from Last Jedi.
You're not gonna hit us with a stick, are you?
Well, that's okay. Just don't like burn trees down with Force lightning.
Yeah, I was
Makes
gonna
me think
say
of the
that.
Seagull song.
Do or do not.
All right, guys. In the next like 5 or 10 minutes, gonna be closing out this stream. All right.
Oh yeah, I gotta get
Sounds
going
good.
anyways. It's late here.
Yeah.
No problem.
Appreciate you having me on.
Oh
Same.
yeah, of course, man. It was awesome. Like this was an awesome time.
Hell yeah! Oh,
Definitely.
I was say, did you guys watch any fan-made Power Rangers ones?
Yes, I have. I've watched some fan-made Power Ranger videos. People be doing some really good jobs with stuff. I love it.
I didn't
Did
even
you-
know it was a thing until the rant was telling me about it tonight, Rookie.
Yeah, the rant. Did you see the one? I don't remember what it was called, but there was like the original like Power Ranger in it, kind of like with it was kind of with the legendary Tommy one, and then the other guys. He's like I'm the original Ranger or something. He's like he's trying to kill all the Power Rangers basically. And it's like, oh,
Yes.
he's like, tell me all about you. He's like, I'm the arbiter. He's like, I'm the arbiter, the ranger, the will of the morphine grid or something. And he's like, yeah, whatever, bitch, and tries to fight him as Tommy and with his, the white tiger and dragon sword mixed morpher was not that power wasn't even enough for the guy.
Yeah.
So like, shit, what can they do?
That was absolutely crazy. Like that, yeah. Y'all need to check that. I can't remember the name to it, but yeah.
I don't either.
Y'all need to check it out somehow. Y'all need to check that out. Like, it was insane. Like the fighting was good. The suits looked pretty all right. I mean, that was
only like 10 minutes. It's only like 10 minutes, and it's kind of corny, but Power Rangers is corny, so you could deal with it if you look it up.
Like it's awesome. They did a really damn good job on that. I gotta say, like, wow.
Yeah.
Oh man, I love seeing fan made stuff. Like the fan made version for Dragon Ball Z, Light of Hope or something like that. Yeah,
The Light of Hope. Yeah, by Channel Underdog. Yeah.
Yeah, that one. I showed that to my little brother, and he was like, "But yet, what we got in the theater was Dragon Ball Evolution."
Well, it's like they made Android 17 and 18. I think that was a great choice for a movie villains to put for a fan film because you can make them pretty cool, and they made them really cool. Like yes, I don't care about the Gohan and Trunks character they picked. The 17 and 18 characters were great. I'd love to see those two characters in a real film, like at least those two actors that played it, because that was. Man, I want to see more of them. Those were great. And
yeah, they made them the stars. Like they were really awesome. They were.
And it's like you can see that they're kind of teenagers, but they're kind of heartless about killing. They're like, I don't care. I'm going to kill you, old man. But they're like, yeah. I don't know. The guy shoots him in the face, and he's running at him, punches him in the face, breaks his own hand from punching him in the face. And he's just like, I like it when they run. It's more fun. And just like, oh, you got a gun? I got one too. There's his head off. Like, oh, shit.
Oh, man. What about any... What about any Star Wars fan films?
The main ones I could point out to is the Sith Apprentice, of course. What was the new one called? Yeah, the Shards of Vader, of course.
Shards of Vader,
yep. I was being sarcastic, like as if I didn't know. There's actually a couple other ones. There was a Han Solo one, which honestly, the guy playing him would make a better Indiana Jones than Han Solo. I would say the way they did that fight scene. If you guys have seen the Han Solo one.
Oh no, I haven't.
Yeah, there's a Han Solo little short, which is very short. But the guy playing him, of course you think he's a good Han if he's he makes a good Harrison Ford, but he'd be a better Indiana Jones based on the way they did the little fight scene. It just feels like Indiana Jones. But Yeah. What about you, Ron? You're a Star Wars guy, so you must have seen all the Star Wars fan films, I would think.
I've seen quite a few. Of course, I think the best one out there is Vader one that just came out. I mean, you know, most fans can't afford to put in $100,000 of their own money to make a fan film. So, but there's the mall one out there that's pretty decent. Um, there's a few of them. I forget the name of the one where they actually go down onto the onto the beach and they're God, I can't remember. Anyways, they're fighting their way out, and it's like nobody survives. They all get killed on the beach. I think maybe one survives.
I think that's the
But
Sith Apprentice, where
it might
they
be.
fight in the forest first, and then they end
Yeah,
up
I've seen
they all
that
end up
one.
at the beach.
Yeah,
I've
they
seen
save
the Apprentice.
the one guy ends up saving because they're gonna kill the guy and his son is there and
Oh no, that's something different. I don't know.
yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah, yeah. I don't know about
I
those.
forget the name of it. But it was decent. But yeah, I mean, I don't think too much compares to the Vader one. That was pretty cool. Well, what's weird about that Vader one, and Mike was was involved with there, and he was a TK in that. But he saw I did this little. I mean, it's stupid. I did my version of kind of the same story. Um, well, what happened with Vader after um,
Revenge of the Sith.
episode 3, right? And so a lot of the same idea, but mine was it was called, and I got it on my channel. It's called the Force Shroud, and I do my Yoda in there, which is okay, but all the other voices suck. But I mean, it is what it is. But it's basically it's about uh, the same type of thing, but why Vader could never feel Luke and Leia in the Force until later on in the movies, and that's because uh, the Force ghosts of they got with Qui-Gon Jinn. This, because remember Yoda was going to teach Obi-Wan how to communicate with Qui-Gon, so he does that, and he learns how to communicate with him, and then Qui-Gon instructs them what they need to do to protect the children, and they basically got to create this Force shroud, kind of like what Palpatine did to hide his Sithness from that he was a Sith from the Jedi to protect the children, so Vader could never sense them in the Force, and so they did all this, and then Vader went to Naboo, just kind of like in the same in the movie, but he went to Padme's gravesite because he thought the Emperor was lying, because he thought he could feel Padme in the Force, but he wasn't feeling Padme. He was feeling the children he thought was Padme. So when he gets down to her and sees that she's actually, in the casket and everything, that's when they executed the Force shroud, and he no longer felt her in the Force, and that's why he was never able to feel Luke and Leia in the Force until Empire Strikes Back, after Obi-Wan had already passed away, because he was part of casting that Force shroud. So,
That's
anyways,
cool.
it's kind of a, yeah. You can go check it out on my channel. I mean, it's my voicing's not the greatest on it. It's nothing like what you can do, Rookie, with your neat little everything you do in editing. It's just basically pictures of Vader, pictures of Palpatine, just running across the screen. I mean, it's a hack job, but I mean, it was a story that I thought up, and it has similarities to
I'll look at it.
what Star Wars Theory had as far as what that time period. He just went in a different direction, but it was weird because we both went back to Naboo, and we both had the Bacta tank in there. Well, kind of the Bacta tank. He didn't show. He wasn't actually in the tank. It didn't show him actually in the tank. in his, but yeah, it was weird, the similarities to it, but we took a little different ways on it.
Sweet.
So
That's awesome.
yeah,
Love that a
yeah,
lot.
it was kind of weird.
All right. At Dawn, did you get to say any Star Wars ones that you've seen?
The only ones that I'm familiar with are Apprentice and then the latest one, the Vader one, which I enjoyed both. Like, I thought Apprentice was awesome until I saw Vader, and then Vader blew me away. But like Ron was saying, the budget on that one, so I can't wait to see the next one for sure.
Yeah. Yeah, I've I can't remember like the names, but I've seen like a lot of different I can't remember what they're called, the lightsaber choreography competition videos.
Oh yeah, those are fun.
Yeah.
Those are. I like those.
Yeah, my favorite one is Ferocity or something like that. It was an Asian guy and a black guy and a white guy. They were fighting in like a parking lot. Did you guys see that one?
You fucking racist. I'm just kidding.
Hey man, hey, I'm black. I can say at least one of them, and I'm also white too. So
Okay, sure. Yeah, sure. What about the Mexicans, huh? What about the Asians? They're just nothing to you.
are you serious? They're everything to me. I can't believe you'd say that.
I don't believe you. You have to say they're everything to me.
Oh, I need to go rethink my life.
Wow.
Oh man.
Anyway, you're saying something? Sorry.
But that I love that one. It was actually really cool how they did it. You know, they added pretty cool music to it, but the fighting was absolutely insane. You guys need to check that out because it was crazy. He ends up. I don't want to spoil it. You guys need to check it out.
Okay.
Just look up lightsaber with LCC competition. Well, no, LCC.
L33.
Ferocity.
No.
Yeah. Hey man, Ron got my head spinning from all the different, sequels that are coming out. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
my head's not right now. Oh man. Oh wow. Yeah, it is 12:32 over here. Yeah, we are going to have to wrap up this stream now. So who wants to go first?
I guess I will. Yeah, I'm the rookie critic, and I was just on World Class Bullshitters solo watch party, and we hardly watched the movie. Honestly, we were mostly chit chatting. I mean, we would mention it briefly sometimes, but I had it muted, and they had it muted too, and we were just talking, and would sometimes comment on the film, but no, it was just more talking about other stuff. To be honest, it was that boring. But yeah, I will be returning to posting content starting February 1st. So I'll be dropping the trailer for my season 3 on Friday. So you guys can get a little peek at what's coming.
Nice.
All right, that is the Rookie Critic, everyone. Make sure you check out his channel, subscribe, and follow him on Twitter.
If you're not following the rant, if you're watching this, fucking subscribe, bitch.
Exactly. Get on that.
Thank you.
Well, hey, I got the subscribe to ATDAWN. I didn't have him
No,
yet.
don't subscribe at Don. I'm just kidding. Subscribe to him too. Subscribe to him and Ron.
You guys, everyone needs to subscribe to everyone in this live stream right now, or you're gonna find me in your bushes wearing a duck suit. Okay.
If I find you in my bushes wearing a duck suit, you're gonna feel a Glock up your butt, and you'll be walking like a duck.
I'll probably make a little like squish noise too, as if I'm stepping on water. Oh man. All right, so yes, subscribe to Ron Navy, ATDAWN, and of course the Rookie Critic. Okay. Or you're gonna find me.
Hell yeah. You guys don't want that duck suit.
No.
It smells of fried cheese.
Better than rotten eggs, I guess.
Yeah. Hey, it was great. It was great coming on. Thanks for inviting me.
Yeah,
I appreciate
man.
it.
Thanks, Rand.